Alright, welcome back everybody to No Review Playthrough with Ryan and Danny. It has been quite a while, at least for Danny and I. Have played some solo Clank, and then I ended up getting sick, and then we had spring break, and all sorts of things have kind of gotten in the way, so this is the first game we've played in quite a while together. So we haven't played too much of the X-Men. I think we've only done one together. I tried to do the solo mode with Juggernaut and got destroyed like 3 times in 5 minutes, so I gave up on that. So thought I'd come back and play some more of the X-Men that we haven't, because we haven't played all the villains and so forth yet. So we've got Jean Grey. Danny's going to be Wolverine. I've got Beast. So we have Senator Kelly. So the special rules are he's affected by anything that would affect heroes. Heroes can take damage, or the heroes can take him with them when moving, so we're basically protecting him.
Right.
A hero in his location can take any damage that would be dealt to him. And then there's if a KO, we don't do the normal ban like we normally would. But the problem is if he takes any damage at all, we lose.
Oh.
So,
I was going to say, could he just take all my damage for me?
Yeah, so, yeah.
It's not.
So we're basically protecting him, so we can't have him take any damage at all. So I don't know why we wouldn't want to move him. There are things, though, that looks like the overflow effect, we have to move him by himself, so there are things that are going to force him to be by himself, so looks like we don't want that to happen. So
we can just move him anytime we move? We don't have
yeah,
to spend anything?
no, we don't have, it doesn't look, it says heroes can take him with them when they move. So I don't see why we wouldn't want to.
Right.
Okay. Alright, and then I leave these uncovered so we don't know if where we're starting. Like we're starting right on the bat with a guy there. So this looks like, do you take that to be the number of players plus 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So
3.
and then this is the number of players plus 2 for this avalanche dude here. So do 4 there. And 3 on this one. Is that... Oh, there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even...
Oh, yeah, these ones.
How many do we need?
This one, they're both 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's easier or not to have... I didn't take a close look when we picked our heroes. We got 2 fighters, so I guess that's...
It's not that bad.
Well, I don't know. Is Beast much of a fighter? Seems more of an intelligence... Yeah, I've got a lot of... Well,
I've got lots of fighting.
Yeah, I know Wolverine does. Okay. So, we've noticed in the past that sometimes picking characters, knowing what we're getting into is easier. So I tried to keep this one... I mean, I looked at him when I was sleeving him, but I didn't really pay too much attention. I forgot that 4 out of the 6 are villains that we need to defeat. So, okay. All right. So we'll just put the stack of villain cards here, even though that's the last one. So the nice thing is the mat tells us the villain goes first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, she skips us. Okay, and then she does a bam. Deal 2 damage to 1 hero in Mystique's location. Okay. Now...
There's a bam.
Yeah, one thing I think we always forgot with the other one is all of the villains do their BAMs too. And any BAM on effects shown on threat cards. Yeah, we always forgot that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with that one.
Toad, if possible, move Toad to the next clockwise location with no threat. Then deal 1 damage to 1 hero in Toad's location.
Okay, so we can't do that. Alright, go ahead with that one.
Pyro, deal 1 damage to 1 hero in this location, to this and each adjacent location.
Alright, we save that. And then Avalanche, discard a civilian from this and each adjacent location. So we have to discard a civilian and a civilian. No civilians there. Deal 1 damage to 1 hero in each of these locations that had no civilians. Okay. Alright, well, that could have gone worse. Okay. She did land on a target. So, or no, she did not.
No.
Okay. So on her space, she gets 2 henchmen or thugs. And then 1 to each side of her. Alright, so we got 3 turns. Alright. Go ahead. I'll let you decide.
Okay.
So we got lots of fighting at our location to do. So I have 2 wilds that I could play after you, so we could clean up a lot of...
I have 2 punches and a wild, so I could...
did Wolverine have starting cards? Did you look on the back of his when you sleeved him? I think Wolverine had some starting cards. I don't think it says on the front. I think it says on the back.
I didn't look at the back.
Okay, yeah, I think Wolverine had some starting cards you need to look at, because he had one that was like a heal as long as it was out. But I don't think it's...
I think that's... Oh, I have a card like that, but I don't think that's a starting card.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I think...
Yeah,
okay, so that one has to be in your starting hand. Okay, well, you just... I think that was only... I think there's only 1. I don't know if the rulebook said that, how many there was. I just know the rulebook said when we first got this. Because that's new for this expansion.
Mm.
Did you check the other ones?
Oh.
I wanted you to check the... I think there is only 1 you had to start with. I know Mystique had hero starting cards that she had to start with. But I don't know if she had any villain starting cards. Because it says if the villain has a starting card, that card must be played first. I think there's only 1.
I think there's only 1.
Okay, so let me check and see. You might have to play that one, Wolverine, first. Okay. Says if the villain has one, it must be doing that. Does it say starting card or starting hand on the back of it? If it just says starting hand.
It says starting hand.
Okay, so it just wants to guarantee that you have that card.
Right. So
Okay.
I don't actually have to
So I
play
don't think you
first.
have to play it first. I think it just allows you to have it in your hand. Because I think it says as long as that's out, something happens.
Yeah.
If I remember, the first and only game we played with X-Men, I played with Wolverine. I remembered having that. So if it's not helpful, don't play it now, I guess.
Nah.
Okay.
Because I was gonna. That one.
All right. So you get 2 punch tokens right off the bat, and then you have a wild.
I think I'm gonna use the wild to do one of these thugs.
Okay.
And then the 2 punches to do this.
Okay. Because then
Keep that there.
I can do quite a bit. Okay.
Oh, I didn't draw.
We're horrible at forgetting to draw, and I even said let's remember to draw before we
Yeah.
start our turns.
Just distracted.
Okay. Okay, so I start my turn, I draw. Okay, so I have a regeneration. I can draw 3 cards until I have 3, so I don't want to do that obviously now.
Right.
Genius Intelligence says I can treat this honor as a wild this turn. Since we don't have a lot of honor, I think we might skip these 2 because we only have to have 4 threats cleared.
Right.
So let's take this one. So basically, well, that only gives me 2 wilds.
Just to be able to take this guy out.
Take that guy out in a thug. Okay. Because the chances of her moving all the way around,
Yeah, that's pretty
rare. So I don't think we have to worry about her hitting us and adding more. So let's go ahead. All right. So I'll treat this as a wild. Do this punch. Take him out. Yeah, just put it up there. End of turn, you may gain tokens. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why it would say may. Okay. So I did your wild. I've got another wild. Civilian rescues were stars, weren't they? You don't punch up civilians. All right. I will just. I guess it doesn't really matter.
Civilians.
We'll punch a thug. I will end my turn. I have a movement card. I think I'm going to take a punch. I'll hold on to a punch. All right, so we got your turn. Draw a card. Got one more turn before the villain goes.
Okay.
Oh, we can take this off too.
I don't know. I'm guessing it wouldn't be that bad to just move with her because she can't do anything at the moment.
No, she couldn't do anything, and the chance of having a 0 movement's pretty low. Yeah, the problem is you can't attack her. Yeah,
I don't really want to go there because
there's really not a lot there. You're right.
But my only movement card does have an honor on it, so
You can remove a civilian.
Yeah, I'll just.
We don't want to stay. Okay, but I don't think you. Let's not take.
Not take him.
The only bad thing is if we're there, even if she doesn't move and there's a BAM effect, that will still affect him. So I don't know how he moves. So if we don't move eventually with him with us, my feeling is he's going to stick unless there's something that forces him to move. So we lose control. So the villain's going to go next. Why don't you leave the senator there with me, and then I can move him on my turn if I need to.
All right.
All right. So move
Go there.
1.
And
So you're going to have an honor.
2
honors. And that kind of sucks. And that's the only one you've got a movement, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So 1 honor, 1 movement. So we have
or
1.
Could I stay there for the
You
moment?
could have stayed. Yeah, you could have stayed technically and removed that one. Yeah, you're right.
You don't have to waste anything.
Okay, so no fighting.
No.
Okay. All right, so the villain card. Master Assassination. Move to Senator Kelly's location. Great. All right, I didn't know that was a thing. And then she will do the BAM effect. So we do her BAM effect. Deal 2 damage to 1 hero in her location. So that is me. So I'm going to discard. Let's see. They go under my deck, right?
Yes. Yeah, they go under.
Because I'm KO'd if I run out of hand cards. Yeah, okay. Because I can then draw up. Okay, so I took 2 damage to avoid.
Getting it.
But does that mean that I have to take another 2 for Senator Kelly? He is affected by anything that affects heroes. So yes, I would have to take 2 more damage. Okay, so I'm going to be KO'd. When a hero is KO'd, Mystique does not activate her BAM. Instead, move Senator Kelly 1 location counterclockwise. Draw another Master Plan card and it face down and add it face down. Oh, so it's just going. Okay, so where's her card that I just played?
What did you have to do with that?
Oh, I put it on top of here.
Wow.
Okay. So I'm thinking what happens is we put this down. Okay, we did that. I think technically we have to do that BAM effect there too.
Okay.
I think we still have to resolve all the BAM effects.
If possible, move Toad to the next clockwise location with no threat.
Okay, does Wolverine they'll have to take, or is that when he moves?
Then deal 1 damage to 1 hero.
Alright, so him again, discard one civilian from each. Okay, so nothing's going to happen with Avalanche. So, then according to this, then we put this just advances, gives us 1 less turn.
Okay.
It gives us 1 less turn, and she's already got an extra turn, because we know if she runs out, we lose.
Right.
So let me make sure I just did that. Counterclockwise, draw another master plan card and add it to the storyline face down. Okay. Alright, so I think just that now that I'm KO'd, I think I just normally would do another BAM. They immediately lay it down. We'll get real technical here. Both positive and negative for the rest of that turn. Resolve the BAM effect listed. Okay, we did that, but not on those. Oh, but not those on the henchmen, which it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
This could cause another hero to be KO'd, creating action. If multiple years, the villain effect is resolved once for each KO'd. Okay. At the start of the next turn, that player upright and draw 4 cards. Okay. Alright. So that goes underneath my deck. Okay. Alright, that was horrible.
It is your turn now. So.
Okay, so it is my turn. Alright. 3, 4. Alright. Had no clue that she could just
do that.
It's a good thing. So I hope that's the only one. Because if he had been by himself, we would have automatically lost the game, which kind of ticks me off. Yeah. Alright. Alright, I get up. Okay. So I have a movement from you and an honor, which really doesn't do any good unless I move back. I could add honor here. As long as this threat is in play, damage to Mystique is dealt to the next clockwise henchman. So we definitely need to get rid of that. So I'm going to move back 1. Let's see, I need to play a card first. So let's play a movement plus an honor. So I technically have 2 movements. Everything I have has a movement plus something on it. Alright, so I'm going to do this. Yeah, so a movement's going to be probably, well, maybe not. I could move 2. And then add an honor here, move here, and fight him. Sure. But I've never been a fan of leaving a location unless it's finished off, but... Alright, so let's move 1 movement, 1 honor. Oh, you have honor over there. Okay. 2nd movement, and 1 punch.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
My turn.
Your turn.
I did draw.
Yep, okay.
I just got 4.
Let me see what this one says. Okay, this is the same thing. If that one's out, then so we either have to kill all the henchmen or get rid of those threats.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have a movement and a punch for you.
I'm gonna do 3 punches.
All right, so you just got 2 tokens. Well, no, actually they're punches. They're not tokens. Yeah. So you got 4 punches.
I'm gonna use all 4 to take this guy out.
Okay.
And then a movement. No, well, this lets
1,
me
2,
move
3.
to another location too, so I don't know if it really matters.
Well, if you don't use the movement, it's just wasted. It's not like we get a token you can save up. So you used all. It took all 4 to take that one out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, put the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and put the skull up there.
I guess I'm just gonna use it. I'll take this guy with me.
Okay, the only thing I could say is if you move, I mean, she could move once or twice in your direction.
Right.
I'm just saying, thinking if you stay here,
Be safer.
you might be safer from getting attacked, but then you're wasting 2 movements. Okay, I save it.
Yeah.
All right. All right, 5 around, so I'm pretty sure.
Let me 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Okay, so she has the BAM effect. Okay, so we'll do hers first. Deal 2, and okay, so hers does not affect.
That one is 1 damage to 1 hero in this location and adjacent.
Okay. So what does your regeneration card do?
As long as this card is face up in the storyline, if you have less than 3 cards in hand at the end of a villain turn, you may draw a card.
Okay, I probably would not discard that.
Yeah.
Okay, his BAM, discard 1 from each adjacent. This and each deal 1 damage to each of these locations that had none, so I have to take another hit. Alright, I'll get rid of a move and an honor. Deal 1 damage to 1 hero in each of these, this location each, and then, yeah, okay. Alright, so we add 1 and 1 here, and then 1 and 1 to each of the sides, 1 of each. Okay. Alright. Came out of that not too bad. Okay. Alright, so let's do this. Let's play my regeneration. So it says you may draw 3 cards and... Did I draw a card? No, I did not. Okay, so I'm going to play this. I'm only going to draw 1, so maybe I need to wait. Okay.
You're like almost dead.
Yeah. So I'm going to get 1 punch from you. He's at full health. So let's go ahead and play this. Use 2 punchies on this guy. Oh, he's got 1 taken off. Alright, so punch each. I have a movement. I almost don't want to move. Because my next turn I should be able to take him out. Possibly clear this out. I don't have an honor. Do you think I have an extra. I have a punch token. So let's take him out. Punch up. Any hero in this or location may draw a card. So I'm going to just end my turn here, I think. Well, seems kind of a waste, doesn't it?
Waste of a movement.
Yeah, I can draw a card.
I mean...
The only thing I would do is move probably to here so I can maybe add... Do you have any honor?
No.
No.
No, I might.
So either location has honor. As long as we clear all the villains, these actually won't matter because it says deal damage. Any damage dealt to Mystique is dealt to the next clockwise henchman instead if present.
Okay.
So I don't think we need to clear those. We only need to clear that
as long
guy.
as I get rid of this
Okay,
guy,
so I'm going to stay and draw a card. All right, so
my turn.
we're doing 3. Yeah, we have 2 more turns before Mystique will move. Because once one of these is gone, then the hero is after 2 hero cards, yeah. So you'll have a punch and a movement from me.
Well, now I guess I do have honor.
Well, like I said, as long as we punch that guy, I don't think we need to remove these 2.
I'm gonna play my regeneration
Okay.
card or whatever.
Okay, so as long as you have 3 cards, so you can draw at the end of a villain turn.
Yeah.
You may draw a card, okay. So you got a movement, a punch, and an honor. So you could rescue a civilian so we don't get the overflow.
Yeah, I'll punch him once. Rescue.
No,
And then, oh, right.
we got to clear a lot of civilians or thugs.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna want to move. So I'll just stay here.
Yeah, the only advantage you would have of moving is if that BAM effect hits.
Yeah.
How bad is that damage?
It's just 1, but that means
But that means Kelly will take a damage too.
yeah. And I can't take 2.
Yeah, you're going to be KO'd and then weeks.
Lose.
I would say move just to be safe. Yeah, it sucks that you're right there where we want to...
Move back, maybe, next turn.
You could...
Or go to this one.
And then move to any location.
At the end of my next
Yeah. We might possibly we need to clear civilians and thugs anyway,
Yeah.
so it's not like it's a total waste. But that's the only thing I'm thinking of, is if you're on that location when she hits. All right, so I got to turn.
Well, it wouldn't matter anyway because it's an adjacent location too.
Oh, so do you want to hit here and then jump? Chances are we know, I mean, I didn't look at a lot of these. So if you hit that, you could then go here.
Yeah.
We just know, I just know.
Or I could just use that to go back for free.
Well, that's kind of lame.
I don't know. Well, we need to get rid of them. So.
Yeah, I know we need to get rid of them. I know that there's like, it's usually out of the deck, there's like one big one, which we've hit, two big ones. There's a bunch of little ones. I don't know if this Master Assassin, like I said, I try not to look at these cards, so it's
Surprise.
kind of a surprise. So even if the hit bam hits, will you get hit there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say maybe use the end of turn effect and move it to any location.
Yeah.
That would be my opinion.
Just so I get away.
Just so you get away.
But then it's going to take longer for me to get back
Yeah.
there. So I think...
Risk it?
Risk it, yeah.
Okay, because every one of her cards so far has had a bam on it.
Yeah.
Okay, all
I
right.
hope we got through the worst already.
Yeah, okay. All right, so I will have an honor from you. I have 2 honor cards, which won't be very helpful. My regeneration factor won't help now. So I think I'm gonna do this. I use an honor to rescue him. I use a bam or fist to hit him. Then I have a movement. So obviously I could move one side to the other. If I move here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4 ways she could hit me. I think I'm going to move here because I have just as much opportunity to rescue or maybe polish this off. Because if we do hit this, we can hit her as soon as that guy's done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Or we could do either, I mean.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Okay, there's another Master Assassination. So she moves to her location and does a bam. So deal 2 damage to a hero, so he is...
KO'd.
So I would believe that we just lost.
Because I wouldn't be able to take the damage.
Because you
that he
can't
would
take the damage that he would take.
Right.
Or do you take the damage? It doesn't say which order.
I don't think it would
He is
matter.
affected by anything that affects heroes. Heroes can take damage, or heroes can take him when moving. A hero at this location can take any damage that would be dealt to him. So if we want to fudge it with the timing, we could say that you took the damage for Kelly first,
And then I'm just KO'd.
and then you're KO'd afterwards.
Okay.
Or that KOs, because you took his damage, that KOs you. It doesn't say that he has...
doesn't mention any order.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't mention any order, so...
if we don't want to lose, I guess.
Okay, all right, go ahead and play it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that BAM effect, well, does that hit Kelly anyways?
Just says deal 1 damage to 1 hero in this location, this and each adjacent location.
Yeah, he's
It
dead.
does- it
Yeah,
doesn't
he takes
matter.
he takes damage anyways because... Is there a KO'd side? No. KO'd.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, we always complained on the earlier sets that we had that we almost never lost.
Yeah.
Should we look and see
I feel
what
like
she's
those
got?
are really. Maybe we just didn't show.
Okay,
them.
there's another Master Assassination. There's another one.
There's so many.
So that is 1, 2. There's 4 Master Assassinations. That's a lot.
That just seems OP.
That means you almost always have to have both heroes in the same location.
Yeah.
And then these guys are horrible because Because
Each of them have like 4 health, and they all have their own BAM. And
okay, there's one without a BAM on it. She has one card without a BAM on it.
that just doesn't seem fair.
And I think a lot of the other heroes that we've played, villains, have not had BAMs on them.
Yeah, they're pretty even.
All right. Like I said, yeah, we always complain, what do we have? Like the Spider-Man one, the Core one, the Guardians one, even with Thanos.
That's not that bad.
It wasn't too hard. When I played Juggernaut, his was the same way. I was playing the solo method with Juggernaut, but he automatically leaped.
Oh.
A lot of his were kind of like this mass. So like on turn 1, his first one's like moved like where the villains or where the heroes were. His was horrible. And everybody said after I played it, a lot of people in the comments said he was horrible as a solo. Because I played it like, I lost like in the first 2 turns against him. Maybe it was his dashboard card, because a lot of these just say, one of them says unstoppable. There was something that was bad, but I lost. I tried like 3 times in a row, and I lost within the first 2 turns every time. Okay, well, again, we kind of said that the first ones were very easy, but man, that's
jinxed ourselves.
Okay. So now that we know that, that's 4 cards out of 12.
Yeah.
12 cards. I think the villains have 1, 2, 3.
I think this is her.
Oh, yeah, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, she has 12 cards. So 4
of 12. That's not a good percentage.
No, that's a high percentage of that Master Assassination card coming out. So having if you could have survived, you could have healed. So maybe Wolverine and Beast are good ones to possibly together to possibly have regeneration effects against that.
But this one's good against Mystique.
Yeah. That's rough that he can't take any damage at all. I guess that makes sense. That
just leave him somewhere. Hope for the best.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that would work too well. But
I don't know if it does either.
I mean, if we put him on one of these locations, we'll be able to.
Yeah, there would be no BAM effects unless it was adjacent, one of the adjacent ones.
If we put him next on one of these, one there, and then Toad. Toad doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, unless there's a blank. He had to have a blank to be really activated. He would be activated.
And you have to be in his location for you to do damage.
All right, well, that was a quickie again. All right. We were taking lots of hits, but yeah, okay. Well, that Master Assassination is going to be a bad one to get around. All right, well, that's our game for today, I guess. And thanks again for watching, and hopefully we'll have a video next, a little bit more consistent with summer coming up as well. But we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.